And welcome internet once again to my channel, and I have a couple of novelties and new things to introduce to my channel as a result of following others and getting out of procrastination and doing something about the problem. Until now I haven't been able to install a microphone to my recording system, which you all know by now. It's just a phone. Some people are surprised that I do everything on the phone. Well, that's the reality. I do have a GoPro, but it's not an original GoPro. It's an imitation of some sort, made wherever. And but I haven't been able to mount it on the bike. So what I'm going to be doing is, as a result of my new purchase, as you can see here on my neck, I'm going to be able to finally bring you the footage I've been trying to bring all the way from the beginning. 106 or whatever videos later, and I'm finally able to do so. So all that I'm left with is to test this out and ensure that tomorrow morning's run, we're going to be going with the CMA again. It's their monthly meeting, men's ministry. I'm actually very excited about that, even though it's so early in the morning. But that keeps us on our toes, doesn't it? Especially at my age. We'll be talking about that in due course as well. I mentioned 2 videos back something in the light of when we get older, never mind riding, just living a normal life becomes a little bit more challenging, but we'll reserve that for another video. This one will be about riding, so I'm going to film, and obviously can't wait to test this inside the helmet. I'm actually going to make sure it does fit, so that tomorrow when I ride to the CMA in Midrand, I'm able to bring the kind of footage I've been trying to bring all along, and that includes sunrise in one of the churches before we get to the church that I'm going to. I can't wait to get that kind of footage. I have no doubt it will be pretty successful. It's just a matter of making sure this fits now in the helmet. I don't know if this is going to be too thick to fit it inside the helmet. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and for the first timers, this is all about motorcycling, so any excuse to upload something decent, but I know that the content is going to be up to notch, and I'm pretty excited about that. I want to see if the visor story does indeed affect the sound, because you don't want to see a video with wind noise only, with a slight sound of the motorcycle right in the end. It doesn't work like that. So yeah. Thanks again for joining me, and let's see what I can bring you tomorrow morning. But I'll be certainly testing it out, so it's going to be exciting. Right. Testing. 1, 2, 3. I think we've got this working. It just fits, and I'm obviously going to have to find a way to hide the wire. The wire kind of hangs over here and goes all the way up the helmet. So yeah, I have no doubts this is going to work, and but tomorrow with a motorcycle whilst running we'll get a proper test. So yeah, excited. Let's see how this microphone works. It's a Chinese thing. I have no idea. It's I don't recall ever buying any product that's not made in China anymore, so I don't think that's novelty. So yeah, let's do this. Good morning everybody, and here goes the very first attempt at using my microphone. The installation as discussed, so I trust everything is going to go work according to plan. But we need to start going because we're actually running late. Now I have no idea how the sound is going to work out, because like I say, it's all under trial. It's Saturday, and I've got enough time to just meet Les at the Bain Bon, which is going to be closed. As you can see, it's still dark, and we're off to the CMA as discussed yesterday. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to put my brights on so that you can enjoy a little bit of the footage of the night driving, And of course this is going to be interesting to see how fast I can go without too much static interference or wind noise for that matter. So yeah, for those of you that are new, I've already welcomed you. Let's get those brights, there we go, and let's go meet Les. Everything seems to be go go go. Right, right, I think we're ready to go. I'm just going to make some alterations here because of speed. Yeah. Right, Les is ready with his son. So we got an NC joining us today. I've had one of those in a DCT version. I think they are absolutely amazing bikes, especially with an exhaust like that, and they sound like a proper bike. They don't have the top end that sometimes would be nice to have, but as a motorcycle, I tell you, they are absolutely stunning bikes. They really do the job. And they have this, they've got this poise about them. Remember, there are two up on that bike, and although it lacks a little in the top end, that bike's got a lot of torque. I know very, very well. Off the line and traffic lights, this is certainly one of the best commuters, and it pulls away really, really well. Just a very good all-round motorcycle. We have probably one of the most beautiful countries out there. South Africa is just stunning, guys. This is what I've been wanting to catch, is this footage here of the, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop here. It's not as pretty as it was. Just carry on. Yeah, the sun is already out, so it's a bit, yeah. Les is complaining about the taxis going with the red robot. Yeah, that's just what we do, guys. I'm going to try and bring you the footage of the temple. Don't know if you can see it. What a pity. I really thought I was going to be able to get this over here. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna give it a quick I have to show you guys this. There it is. So yeah, Sorry, I did stop. Are you still on GPS? Cool, go for it. Right. I mean, this is a sunset. Don't want to waste it. It's absolutely stunning. I wish I had time to have taken more photos over there, because sunsets in Africa and sunrises, I beg your pardon, are not to be missed under any circumstances. So this is another red robot we just passed. I think everybody outside this country will be pretty amused to see how it works around here. And just when you think you're going fast, some taxi overtakes you at speed you never thought they would be able to. But that's what makes this country fun. I've been here since '87 for the third time round. I love this country. I tell you, I've had some real close encounters here of all kinds, from political to motorcycle accidents. I have no words to describe the amount of trauma I've been here, but I tell you, it's still worth it. The lifestyle here, the beauty of the country, the people as a whole, and like I say, don't be deceived by the minority that decides to do things their way. I mean, when you say rules are made by man, right? So I suppose they're there to be broken every now and again. I think I'm guilty of breaking a few myself, so I don't think I judge. I wouldn't judge. But yeah, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this bit of riding. We're trying to make it in time to the church, because there's a service and there's a brekkie after that. So, and this is why we come. Firstly the motorcycle ride, then the service, and then the fellowship, and the breakfast of course, and the fellowship. Yeah, I can't believe the sun has already risen, so that is an indication that summer is certainly on the way. So yeah, I'm going to stop this here again. No, we're almost there, so I might as well continue. I'm sure you guys aren't bored yet. You've had enough footage of the bike going through the gears, some pull-offs, pull-aways there, 0 to 75 miles an hour in a couple of seconds, maybe 5 seconds. This is not a liter bike, but it can still pull away pretty well, because it's light. I think you already know the only modification I've done to it was the exhaust. That kind of shed a few kilos off, and I'm not the heaviest of guys. I mean, I'm a pretty small guy, so I think this is a perfect setup for a 600. So here we go, Live Central, Bikers Church, CMA. We have arrived, and looking forward to seeing some old faces. Oh goodness, that needs some repairing there. At least we made it in time. And what a sight, look at that sunrise. And seems like everybody's already here. Hope we're not too late, like I say. There they are, all these bikes. So there we go, this is where I stopped the video. The sun is out, temperatures have warmed up, and I'm pretty ready to go home now. Enjoy the rest of the day, get back to the family. But like I say, the message was good. The CMA has an awesome time. After the message comes the fellowship, and that's the part as bikers we really appreciate. Let's hope I remember the road back, so I don't have to get the GPS going. Yeah, motorcycling, what can I say? Just spoke to a chap that had a motorcycle accident similar to mine, and except his was much worse. He lost a couple of toes. So motorcycling can be quite gory. This is not for the faint of heart, and even for the most experienced riders, you could have a really stuffed up day. So it's important that if you ride, you follow some procedures that we as men, mostly men, I consider myself to be in that category prior to my accident. I will one day show you guys. I have made a video of my accident. If you go down on my list of videos, you will find my accident video there. It's a short one. I didn't show everything, but it's enough for you to see what motorcyclists can go through, because this is not all just glory and good times on a motorcycle. Unfortunately, there's a sinister side to it, which if not attended to properly and not done correctly, you could end up regretting motorcycling altogether. Other traffic is one of the biggest reasons of collision and trauma, but there's all sorts. Dogs, animals, potholes, oil, inexperienced riders. But on the other hand, having this kind of power available at such inexpensive prices makes up for all the drama. But I cannot emphasize the importance of doing things right, and that includes starting on the right motorcycle. I've just met somebody whose first motorcycle was a Jigsaw 1000. Needless to say, that didn't last long. He had to sell it. You don't jump on a bike, not having ever ridden on a liter bike. Not everybody agrees with that statement, but look at this guy. See, he's not waiting. But my advice personally is start on a smaller bike and make your way up onto bigger bikes. That's the intelligent thing to do. I've been riding since I was little, and I've had a broken foot before, prior to my accident recently, the last 3 years. And I recall I broke a rib as well. Sorry, just getting out of traffic there. That's another one of the things that as a motorcyclist you need to be able to understand and do, and that is get out of situations that are going to mess your day up for you. But yeah, having left, I was saying earlier on, prior to the service at the CMA, as a refugee from Angola, I've had some pretty exciting encounters, and I've lived in Mozambique. I was, as I said, a pilot in Nelspruit, ended up in Johannesburg and in optics. For the last 20 odd years, I'm now a rep Sorry, I'm just focusing on the traffic here. What you see in front of me here is a taxi. These guys drive pretty much the way they want to drive, and they stop where they want to stop when they want to stop. It's another one of those hazards in our local roads. So yeah, and been in South Africa ever since. Married a South African wife, had 2 children, and I now have a grandchild. I've got a daughter that's emigrated, she's in Portugal, and a son that's still here with us. And I will remain in South Africa until the Lord decides that I make a change. I don't just do things my way, not anymore. Completely distracting me from what I was saying. This is not like in the States where you see motorcyclists cruise at 100 kilometers per hour. Yeah, you have to take evasive maneuvers and keep overtaking, lest you be overtaken, or find yourself with a car either climbing on the back of you or to the side. At least when they're in the front, you have some control. So yeah, let's get going and get back to the wife and enjoy the best and make the most of the day. I'm sure it's still pretty early, and there's much to do still. They travel slowly on the highways, motor vloggers, so they can talk. You can't go high speed and bring any message across. That's just not possible. But like I say, these roads, I mean, if you just look, it all looks peaceful from that side, but trust me, all sorts could happen here. And on my rear view mirror, you can't see, I've got a couple of guys behind me. So let's get out of here. He's getting out toward me. Yeah, motorcycling, absolutely different. There's no protection here. I mean, you're on the verge of losing your life at any moment. This is not for everybody, let's just say that. And I give credit to a lot of the guys on YouTube, other YouTubers like Cycle Cruiser. I watch Ichi Boots as well. CBF behind me here. No, why us South Africans have to ride so fast? I think the time has come for me to get a cruiser and ride away from Johannesburg. I mean, this is a Saturday. This highway, I know, is notoriously busy. It's also one of the most dangerous in the country. So I'm actually quite curious to see what the outcome of this video is. All the noise, not just the exhaust, but the wind noise. I think it's time for me to get a cruiser or my VF4 back with a normal exhaust and do motor vlogging on a different note in a more relaxed atmosphere. And this is the kind of stuff that you guys have been missing every time you see my videos. Back to Galuli's. It's funny how I feel my foot that I had the accident with still today. I can't believe the traffic, man. This is crazy. like I was saying, Ichi Boots, Cycle Cruiser, her 2 wheels, and Max wrist. Shame that guy has more accidents than he rides. And somehow he's come out alive every time. So I just want to thank you guys for coming on board and watching this video. It's a different one, I know. I'm learning as I go along, and it's all about improvements and making changes, adjustments, keep you guys captivated. And of course, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of editing on this one, because yeah, we ride differently here in South Africa, so I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I might have to cut completely. So yeah, thanks for coming on board. I'm going to end the video here and tell you a little bit more about my story as I develop my relationship with you guys and start releasing some of the information that I've never had the opportunity to do. It's all been just events, motorcycles, meetings, gatherings, and nothing about me. I'm getting close to home now, and yeah, it was fantastic. I always enjoy getting the air and the wind in my face, and but like I say, I'm getting to an age where this kind of riding needs to evolve into something a little bit more away from town, and with a little bit more peace, you know. Don't know why that guy let me pass. He's obviously trying to follow somebody. Making sure that guy doesn't go ahead of me. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of stuff that you don't see on my videos. And that is why I say, making it to our destination on a motorcycle is good enough. Every time you make it somewhere, it's a story to be told. So yeah, thanks guys for coming on board. Thank you, subscribers, to all of the new ones and the old ones that are still there and haven't given up on me. I'm about 700 away from getting my 1,000 subscribers, which I never thought I'd get, because I started off as an old man during COVID, promising my son that I could start a YouTube channel on my own. I've never been a computer boffin. I've never been a geek, but I've become one because of this YouTube channel. So thanks guys, once again. I'm here. I'm going to switch off so that the video doesn't go on too long. God bless, and I'll see you around.